right, welcome. So I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving and a chance perhaps to gather with people. I think I was with 10 people, well, actually for first night of Hanukkah, which is the most people I've been with in a couple of years. So it was very nice to see a lot of people. So happy Hanukkah to those of you celebrating Hanukkah. Very early this year. But I hope you all enjoyed your Thanksgiving holiday. So take a moment to sit nice and tall in your chair. Be sure that your feet are anchored and that you're not collapsed back into the back of the chair. So if you try and sit a little forward, even kind of rock forward on your sitting bones, it just allows you to find the natural support in your own spine. So we don't want to overuse our muscles. We want to use just enough muscle support to give the bones the help that they need without straining. Notice how your breath is flowing today. And please be sure to breathe in and out throughout the class. If you notice you're holding your breath, then maybe you're pushing a little too hard and you should back off. Always listen to your body. So I will guide you through this practice, but it doesn't mean you have to do everything, and certainly you don't have to look the same as I may look to you on the screen. Right? You want to feel things in your body, and it should feel good. A little stretch, a little effort is fine, but you don't want pain. Okay? If you have any health conditions that keep you from doing any of the exercises, really follow your own doctor's guidance, right? Not overdo. So take a moment to circle your shoulders. And then sitting nice and tall, turn your face left and right. And returning to center, lift and lower your head. As you lower your chin, try not to bow forward. Imagine your chest is lifting up to meet your chin. So you get the stretch in the back of your neck. And then returning to center. Let's tilt left ear towards left shoulder. And you can stretch your right arm down alongside you. Just feel the muscles along the side of your neck and breathe. Good. Gently come back to center. Let's do the other side. Left ear to the side. I'm sorry, right ear to the side. And left arm stretching down by the side of your chair. Nice full breaths. And return to center. Let's circle the shoulders a few more times. And then take a big breath, sweeping your arms out and up, and exhale, opening the arms out and down. So both arms, inhaling out and up, exhaling, releasing down. One more time, just a nice big breath, reaching up gently, and exhale, releasing the arms down, rocking a little bit forward and back on your sit bones, maybe even side to side. Feel yourself balanced equally on the two sides as I move to my other chair. So sitting nice and tall, take a breath in. And as you exhale, tuck your tailbone under. Imagine you're trying to hollow out your low belly, navel pulling towards the spine, letting your back round, the lower back. And then sitting tall and rocking forward, drawing your shoulders back so you get a little bit more arch in the back. Try not to poke your chin up in the air. Keep the back of your neck long. So we'll repeat that cat and cow variation. Rounding back and then sitting tall and tilting forward. Do that a few more times on your own as I let someone else into the class. Rounding back is usually accompanied by an exhalation. Sitting tall, it's a good time to inhale, and that forward tilt can be done on either an inhale or an exhale.
My apologies, Susan, I didn't get the invitation.
Please mute yourself. Okay, so let's move on. Take your right hand and just gently circle at the wrist and reverse. And then bring your fingertips to that shoulder and make some easy circles with your elbow. Working into that shoulder joint. Good, and then stretch that right arm up near your ear. You can hold the left side of your chair with your hand and tilt a little to the side. So you're reaching overhead, trying to keep your right sit bone pressing into the chair, and breathe. And come on back to center. The other side. So start by circling the left wrist. Change the directions, do a little each way. And then bring your fingertips to your shoulder and draw some circles with your elbow. Then stretch that left arm up along the side of your head. Try to keep the arm in line with your ear, so don't let it come in front of your face. Hold the right side of the chair with your hand, and then tilting a little bit, try to press that left sit bone into the chair. Breathe as deeply as you can as we hold here. And then come back up to center. Good. And bring the legs close together as we prepare to twist. Your left hand can come across to the side of your right leg, just keeping the legs hugging your midline. And right hand can slide back to the side or even behind you. Lift up through your ribs, turn your waist, turn your chest, and finally turn your head. Look back over your shoulder and breathe. And gently release. Other side. So left hand sliding back, right hand across, lengthen, and turn waist, chest, head. And gently release. And walk your feet out a little bit wider, and maybe wider than the chair legs. And make sure that you open your knees as wide as the middle toe on each foot. Okay? Your ankles are directly beneath your knees, so your feet aren't pulled back or way out forward. Okay? As you sit up tall, you can root down through the very tops of your thighs. Think of rolling the upper thighs in and down, and then tilting forward on your sitting bones. You may start to feel this stretch in the inner thighs. Let's take a moment to breathe into that as you hold here. And then we'll add a little twist to this motion. So we're going to tilt and then also bring the right shoulder kind of between the legs. And come up. And left shoulder tilting in towards the midline and coming up. Again, each side, right shoulder tilting in and coming up, and left shoulder tilting in and coming up. Good. Taking a moment as you sit here to just feel your breath. We'll move into our seated sun salute. So coordinating our movements with the breath. Every inhale or exhale accompanies a specific action. So bring your palms to your heart. Take one full breath in and let it out to prepare. Next, inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Then exhale and gently bow forward. You can go as little or as far as you'd like. As you inhale, let's all come up to that long spine, just kind of tilted forward a little. As you exhale, soften your head and neck. And then inhale, sweep the arms out and up. And exhale, bring palms together in front of your heart. Full breath in. Once again, inhaling up and exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale all the way up and exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in and out, adding the next piece. We'll inhale to cactus arms, exhale, tilt, inhale up and tilt, inhale up, twist, inhale, center and twist, inhale, center, exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. Putting those two pieces together. Next inhale, sweep out and up. And exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist. Inhale, center. And twist, inhale, center, exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in and out. Let's repeat that much. Inhaling up and exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine, exhale, soften. Inhale all the way up, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus, exhale, tilt, inhale up. And tilt, inhale up, twist, inhale, center, and twist, inhale, center, exhale, hands to heart, full breath in and out, adding another piece. So inhale the right arm up, back of your left hand, inside the left leg. Slide the left hand down as you turn to look up. Inhale, rising up, switch the arms. Right hand sliding down towards your foot as you look up. Inhale, both arms stretch. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in and out from the beginning. Inhaling up, exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, head and neck soften. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus, exhale, tilt, inhale up and tilt, inhale up, twist, inhale, center, and twist, inhale, center, hands to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down, slide down the leg as you look up. Inhale, rising up, switch the arms, right hand slides down, look up. Inhale, both arms stretch. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. And again, from the beginning, inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale to cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up, twist, inhale, center, and twist, inhale, center, hands to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down, slide the hand down as you look up. Inhale, coming up, switch the arms. Other hand slides down, looking up. Inhale, both arms stretch. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. Anybody up for one more round? Next inhale, sweeping up. If you need to rest, that's fine. Exhale, bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Come up and tilt. Come up. Twist. Come center and twist. Come center, hands to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down. Slide the hand down as you look up. Inhale, switch arms. Right hand slides down. Inhale, both arms stretch. Exhale, hands to heart. One last big breath, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, just float the arms out to the side. Relax your shoulders as the arms and hands float down. And when they come to rest, walk your feet in towards each other. If you need a little break, you can scoot back in your chair and let your back be supported by the chair behind you. So when we lean back into the chair, we also want to get our bottom back so that the low back is supported as well. Just notice if your breath is going a little faster or your heart's beating a little faster. Give yourself a moment. You can pause at any point that you need to, no matter what we're doing, if that is right for you. So while we are sitting back, let's lift the right foot and begin to circle at the ankle. And then reverse the circles. And then flex the foot, toes to the ceiling and point. Flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. One more, flex and point. And relax. Other leg. The foot circles at the ankle. And then reverse the circles. And then flex that foot and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. And flex and point. And release. Good. We're going to come away from the chair back now. So if you find you're collapsing when you don't have the support of the chair back, you can always bring your hands to the side edges of your seat and just lightly press down with the hands and allow that to create a lift up through your rib cage. So we're going to flex that right foot and then slide the heel back under the chair. So you're deeply flexed, and then extend the leg out, keeping your thigh on the chair. Bending and extending, bending and extending, bending and extending. Last one, bend and extend and hold. And as you hold, take a big breath. Keep breathing, arms out to the side, leg is extended forward, lifting up through the belly, and then let it all go. Good, let's do the other side. So flex your left foot, slide the heel back, and then straighten the leg forward. And bend, and extend, bend, and extend, bend, and extend. One more time, bend, extend and hold. Keep breathing in and out, inhaling the arms out to the side, holding that as well. You can even try stretching the arms up higher if that feels okay. Breathe and gently release. Good. Shrug your shoulders and just rock a little side to side on your sit bones. So feel that weight shift, and then we're going to make a circle with your whole upper body. So let your whole torso circle around. Don't let your head drop. Right? You're not rounding, you're just moving whole upper body around the pelvis. And then change the direction of the circles. As you come back to center now, sitting tall, I'm going to lift the right leg and interlace the fingers under the thigh. So lift the leg. Once you've interlaced your fingers, try to let the leg just drop into your hands. So instead of pulling the leg up, it's really heavy in your hands and arms. And this circling motion that I'm doing, we're creating with the hands and arms, letting the leg be very passive. Relaxed at the ankle, the lower leg is just dangling. Change the direction of the circles. And then draw that knee in as close as you can to your chest. You can keep holding behind the thigh or possibly switch the clasp of the hands to the front of the knee or shin. Flex both feet and try to not lean back, but draw your chest forward, shoulders back, crown of the head lifted. Hug your navel towards your spine, so feel those deep abdominal muscles engage. And you can hold here and breathe, right? That's fine. If you want a little more challenge, lift your left leg, extending it out straight with the foot flexed, and take a couple of breaths in and out. You are always allowed to release a position before I tell you. So really check in with your own breath and how you feel. If you're starting to feel tired, then let it go consciously. So when we release, we do it mindfully. Everybody should release now if you haven't already, and shake out your hands, wiggle your fingers, and we'll do the other side. So we're going to interlace under the left thigh and let that leg drop heavily into our hands. Move the leg with your hands and arms in nice, easy circles, lubricating the hip joint. Reverse the circles. And then draw that knee in towards your chest, switching the clasp of your hands if you wish. Flex both feet and sit really tall. So navel is hugging in, you're drawing your shoulders back and trying to bring your chest towards your leg. Nice deep breaths, holding here, or adding the lift of your right leg, foot flexed, and deep breath in and out. Good, and one more breath if you can, and then let it all out. Good, release the legs, shake out your hands, wiggle your fingers, and circle your shoulders one more time. Okay, let's do a little march in place and add the arms. So I always like when I'm moving the legs and I want to sit up tall to come forward on my chair and engage those abdominal muscles. So we're going to pretend we're marching. There doesn't have to be a big step, but we're going to alternate arm and leg. Okay? So when you lift your right knee, your left arm is swinging forward. It really helps to engage your core here. So you're consciously lifting and lowering each foot. You may start to feel your breath faster. Keep breathing. Couple more. And we'll halt. 1, 2. Good. All right, you may start to feel that now in your hips a bit more. So we're going to take that right leg and open it even wider to the side and then bring it back to center. So we'll open it out and bring it back. And again, And one last time, open wide, come back to center. Other side, open wide and back to center. So we're trying to just move at the hip joint, not turning the upper body. Go as wide as you're able to. One more. Good. This time we're going to open the right leg, but stay at the front of your chair and slide your hips a little bit over to the left. So if you can see, my thigh is right thigh is right along the front edge of the chair. I'm trying to face forward, which may feel a little twisty. Left foot is just staying where it is with the ankle under the knee, or you can try to straighten that leg by inching it out, kind of heel toe, on a diagonal. So it's going out to the side, but it's also going forward as much as you need to straighten the leg. And that's going to give you a deeper stretch in the thigh, right? And you'll feel that in the thigh, maybe in the groin. Sit up really tall. And let's keep the left hand on your thigh. We're going to turn the right palm up. And we'll go right into this reverse warrior pose, stretching the right arm high to the sky, looking up at your hand if you can, and breathe. And then reach way out to the right, bend the right elbow, turn the palm up, and rest your forearm on that thigh, kind of hugging your elbow back against your thigh. Shoulders hug back. Try to keep your head in line with your tailbone. Breathe, just feeling the stretch already down the left side of your body. And then left arm can reach up. It can even come closer towards your ear if that feels okay for your shoulder. Breathe fully. Good, and then come all the way back up. Walk both feet back in towards the middle. Let's pause here before we switch to the other side. You feel any difference in the two sides when we've done one side and not the other. So we will even ourselves out by opening the left leg out. And once again, I'm at the front of the chair, sliding my hips this time over to the right, trying to open my chest so it's parallel to the front of the chair. Feel your breath. Right foot can stay where it is, or you can start to inch it out on a diagonal to the side, but also a little forward, ending with the toes turned slightly in. Most important is that the foot stays on the floor. So it's as if you're standing on both of these legs, lifting up through your ribs. Let's keep the right hand on the thigh, sweep the left arm out and up, looking up, lengthening the whole side, breathing, and then gently stretch out to the left, bend your elbow, palm up, bring your forearm to the thigh, hug that arm back, bring your shoulders back, head back, root down into your right foot, wherever it is placed, and then right arm reaching up to the sky, or perhaps coming closer alongside your ear. Full breaths in and out as you hold. And then gently releasing, arms down, walk your feet gradually back into center. And take a moment, reconnecting with your breath. And noticing if you've tuned out. Sometimes as we're doing some movements, we separate our mind from our body. And in yoga, we really want to try to keep our mind focused on what we're doing and how things are feeling. So I invite you to play with that as we continue our practice today. So we're going to turn now the whole body towards the right. I'm going to start with a stretch of the upper thigh. So I'm going to scoot to the front edge of the chair again so that my left hip is kind of hanging off. Right hand can just, or arm can rest on the chair back. Slide your left foot back, just letting that left knee drop down towards the floor. And start by just sitting up tall. Notice if you feel some stretch right in the front of that hip joint. Breathe. And then lean slightly forward. You may find that you're able to wiggle that left foot farther back. Toes tucked under, and then perhaps pressing the heel back so that the left leg straightens a bit more. But notice if you're just picking up your head and shoulders, and allow yourself to bow for a moment. Take a big breath like you were breathing into the back of your waist, and then move down through your tailbone. Draw your navel in and up, gradually lifting up vertebra by vertebra until your head floats up. You're sitting really tall. Take a couple of breaths here. Just feel the stretch in the leg. And then gently bow forward again, relax the back knee, slide the foot in, and scoot all the way towards the back of your chair seat. Legs are close together. We're going to twist by turning away from the screen. You're going to be turning towards the back of your chair. So right hand can slide across, left hand can come over to the side of the chair, and use your hands to gently turn your ribs, turn your chest, look back behind you. Sit really tall, try to keep your shoulders hugging back, chest nice and wide. Take a few deep breaths here. And gently release. Good. Scoot back to the front of the chair for a moment. And then we will switch to the other side. So turning to the left, left thigh at the front of the chair, right knee dropping down towards the floor. So first just breathe here. Notice any stretch that you may feel just by sitting up tall. Breathe. And then lean slightly forward and see if you can now walk or wiggle that right foot back farther. Right? Your left foot stays planted. Tuck the right toes under, press back through the heel if you're able to. Now that may cause, you may start to feel that in your low back, which is why I say bow forward for a moment, let the back round a little, and think about inhaling into the back of your waist, then gradually curling up vertebra by vertebra till you lift your chest, your head floats up, and then you take a few deep breaths. Now you may feel much more of a stretch in that thigh. Don't overdo it. You can always back off if the stretch feels too much for you. Good. One more breath here. And then bow forward gently to relax the back leg as you slide the foot in. Stay facing the left, just scoot in towards the back of the chair. Legs are close together, left hand resting on the chair back. We're going to twist by sliding the left hand across, bringing the right hand around, and then using the hands to twist. Turning your whole upper body towards the back of the chair. Breathing deeply, sitting as tall as you're able to. And gently unwind yourself. Come back to face forward. Take the feet a little wider and just let your forearms rest on your thighs. You can stay in this flat back or let your back round, whichever is better for your spine. But take a moment to simply nod your head a little up and down like you were saying yes. And then side to side like you were saying no. Letting your head hang. Take a few deep breaths. Just allowing your arms to help support the weight of the upper body. And then very gradually curling up from here, one vertebra at a time. Up to the low back, ribs, middle ribs, up to the chest, shoulders back, and feet can walk in closer. So I'm going to bring the legs close together. Again, I'm going to sit more forward in the chair, since I find that more comfortable to do some actions that we're about to move into. So we're going to cross right leg over left. If you can cross at the knee and not have your knee sticking out to the side and your foot way out, do that, right? So you want to hug the legs together. If that's too much, just cross at the ankle and squeeze the legs in. So crossing over and squeezing in, getting ready for our eagle pose. We're going to inhale, bringing the arms into cactus. And as we exhale, try to keep your chest wide, bring the forearms together, and they can just stay here, palm to palm, forearm to forearm. To take it a little farther, try sliding the right elbow down a little and wrapping the right elbow under the left, interlacing the fingers, or just pressing the backs of the hands together. Take a moment to sit really tall with a big stretch in the back of your shoulders. Breathe into it. Rather than collapsing, take a couple of deep breaths. And then gently release the arms, shake them out, unwind the feet. But let's do the other side. So legs, they can just stay hugging. You can cross at the ankle or cross left knee over. Squeeze the legs together. Sit up tall. Inhale, arms to cactus. Exhale, bringing the forearms together, maybe slipping left elbow under the right, and then arms, forearms pressing together, perhaps wrapping your left fingers around your right hand, fingers pointing up, and breathing. And then gently release. Shake out your arms, uncross the legs. Rock a little bit side to side. Getting ready for a different kind of hip stretch. So you may have felt that in the hips or the thighs. We're going to extend the left leg out. Let your right knee open wide to the side and float that right foot up, but flex it. So we're going to try and bring the outer heel of that right foot along the front of the left leg, below the knee, or perhaps bring it up above the knee. You want to keep the right knee out wide to the side, right foot flexed. If you get above the knee, you can even walk the left foot back in so that that shin is vertical, and you'll feel it even more in the right hip. So sitting tall, use your hands on the chair if it helps you to create that lift through your sides. So it's important here not to round. We want to keep the spine really long, chest open, and just gently explore tilting slightly forward from the hinge of your hips. Breathe. Feel where you're getting a stretch. Back off if it's too intense, either by sitting up taller or shifting the position of the legs. Good, and let's gently release this side. Both feet on the floor. And then second side. So start with the right leg extended. It makes it a little easier to open the left knee out, float the left foot up, flex it, and then keeping the knee wide, bring the outer heel along the front of the shin, possibly sliding up above the knee. And so left knee opens wide, keep the left foot flexed. If you get above the knee, you can try walking the right foot back until the shin is vertical. Sit up really tall. Lift through your rib cage. Shoulders back, head in line with the tailbone. Breathe. And any amount you can, try tilting a little bit forward, hinging at the hips. Good, and gently release, unwrap everything. Sit back in your chair for a moment. And let's just do a little bit of exercise for our eyes. So you can do this with your eyes closed or open, okay? But imagine you're looking at a big clock face right in front of you. And let your eyes drift up to where the 12 would be, and then start to move around the face of the clock. It's taking your time, moving to the 1, the 2, the 3, 4, 5, 6, don't rush, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then reverse, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back to 12, and then gently let your eyes close as you let the gaze drop down towards 6. So keeping your eyes relaxed. I'm going to invite you, if you're wearing glasses, to perhaps take them off and gently rub your palms together briskly. And then cup your hands over your closed eyes. So you're taking in the warmth of your hands. Stay there for a couple of moments. And then gradually make your way, letting your eyes open softly as you release your hands. And once again, sitting tall. Give me just a moment to approach the screen because I'm seeing some things. Yeah, somebody asked for live transcription. So there may be some transcription of what I'm saying at the bottom of your screen. You can let me know afterwards if this is something that you find helpful. I can do it throughout the class. All right, we're going to come up to stand now. So come to stand just in front of your chair to start. I'll adjust my screen so that you're able to see me all the way. Try not to cut off my head. So I'm standing in front of the chair. The chair is right behind my calves. So if I bend my knees, I don't feel the chair there, but I know it's there, right? So we're going to do a chair pose, imagining that you're sitting down, but not actually sitting. So you bend your knees, you hinge at the hips, tipping your butt back, lifting the chest. Let's open the arms out wide. Holding here for a moment takes a lot of strength, but it's also strengthening. Breathe. Good, let's come out of the pose. Take a few breaths. We'll do one more chair pose. This time, arms can go out to the side or you can lift them higher if it feels okay for your shoulders. Okay, so bending at the knee and the hip, arms out, or maybe a wide V shape. Breathe, try not to let your knees go in front of your toes. So your hips are reaching back as much as your knees are bending. Good, and then let's come all the way up. Circle your shoulders. And then come around to the back of your chair. I'll move my chair to the side. It'll get easier for you to see. So we're going to start with just working the ankles in this position. So bringing your weight onto your left leg, just flex the right foot and then gently tap. So just tapping the right foot up and down. Front of the foot, you'll feel this, just working the ankle joint. And then release. Let's do the other leg. So flexing the left foot and then just gently tapping. And release, coming back to 2 feet. We're going to stand on the left leg again and glide the right toes out in front of you and then out to the side, all the way behind you, and then back, feet together. So we're going to make a few circles or half circles like that. Extend the right toes forward, side, back, back to center, forward, side, back, and back to center. Once again, forward, side, and back. And with the foot back, maybe float that foot up in the air. Lift up through your torso. Keep one or both hands on the chair for support, or you can play with your balance by lifting a hand off the chair, or both. Good, let's bring that foot down and breathe. And let's do the other side. So standing on your right leg, left toes extend forward, side, and back to center. Forward, side, back to center. Again, forward, side, back, and center. Last one, forward, side, back, and then try lifting the toes a little bit off the floor. Standing tall, breathing. See how your balance feels. You can lift one or both hands very briefly. See what that feels like. Or just hold the chair for support, stretching back through that back leg. And release. Good. Take your feet a little wider than hip width and make some easy circles with your hips. And then change the direction of the circles. And pause. So we're going to take the feet wider now. So I'm going to walk my feet out in kind of heel toe, if that helps. Left foot's going to stay facing directly forward. I'm going to turn the right leg out 90 degrees. So that right leg is turned out, but we try to keep the upper body facing forward. Again, one or both hands can stay on the chair. If you want to release one hand to start with, I would say release your right hand. And as we move into this triangle pose, imagine you were trying to pull your legs towards each other isometrically. Your hips tip to the left and you stretch way out to the right. Go as far as you can to the side. So it's more about lengthening that side than dropping down. When you can't go farther to the side, just let your arm pivot and fingers touch your leg. If you feel steady, left arm can reach for the sky. So feel your breath. And then gently come all the way up. Let's do the other side. So right foot turning to face forward, left leg turning out. Hug the legs isometrically, opening your chest towards the screen. One or both hands can stay on the chair. If you want to lift one, I'd say lift your left arm this time and tip your hips to the right. Stretch your torso way out to the left as far as you can go to the side. And then gently bringing that left hand to touch your leg. Right arm, if you want, reaches for the sky. Breathe. And gently release. Good. Coming up, turn the feet parallel and walk the feet back in towards each other. All right, I'm going to shift my chair to the other side just for variety. And you're still facing forward, but I'm doing this so you can see the side view. I'm standing close to the chair and breathing. First, just standing tall. And then rocking up onto the balls of the feet, lifting the heels, trying not to lean into the chair. So use the chair to help you find balance and feel all the little wobbling, staying up on the balls of the feet, and breathe. Good, and then gently lower the heels down, bend your knees, separate your feet a little bit wider apart, and we're going to bend the right knee, but reach the left foot back behind you. And then try to press that left heel towards the floor. So you can lift it up and then press it back down, stretching through the calf. Take a few breaths. Good, and then try to bring that left heel down. Keep the right knee bent. Notice if your back is straining. If you're overarching the low back, round a little bit forward. Tuck your tail under, draw your navel in and up, and then gradually from the bottom of your torso, curling up, lifting up through your chest. See how you feel in terms of steadiness, right? If you hug the legs isometrically, front to back and side to side, that will help with balance. And then again, you can just try lifting one arm and bringing it down and lifting the other. And bringing it down. Pause for a moment, straightening both legs now and tipping your hips back, torso tilting forward, chest reaching forward, crown of the head staying in line with your tail. Nice deep breath. And gently bending both knees, lift the back heel and step that foot in. Okay, let's do the other side. So feet are a little bit wider apart. We're going to start by bending the left knee and reaching the right toes back, and then stretching the right heel towards the floor. Try not to turn your hips, so you're just facing your chair, lifting and lowering that right heel. Feeling the stretch in the calf. And then bringing the right heel down, keeping the left knee bent, and noticing if you are feeling this in your low back, bow forward a little bit, breathe into the back of your waist, and then gently curl up from the lower torso, gradually lifting through your chest and then your head, and breathing. Hugging isometrically with the legs front to back, side to side. Try lifting one arm for a moment. Bring that down, lift the other arm. And bring that down. Breathe. Straightening both legs now, tipping the hips back and hinging from the top of the thigh. Back is long, crown of your head in line with your tail, keeping your armpits a little lifted, and so you're not rounding your back. Breathing. Good, and then gently bending both knees, lift the back heel, and step in. Good, take a moment here. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, and exhale, release. Two more. Inhale, sweeping out and up. And exhale, release. Last breath in and out. And then make your way back to your chair and have a seat. So you're welcome to slide all the way back in your chair now. Allow your breath to come and go however it needs to. And just think about letting go of all your muscles. So relaxing every muscle in your body. Do a little body scan from your toes. Relaxing all 10 toes, relaxing both feet, ankles, calves and knees, thighs and hips. Relaxing your belly, feeling your back supported by the chair back, letting your rib cage soften, letting all the organs inside your body just rest comfortably without strain. Relaxing up through your chest and your shoulder blades. Relaxing through your neck, all the way up through the crown of your head. Relaxing down through your face, eyes soft. Relaxing your arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms of the hands and backs of the hands. Relaxing all 10 fingers. Enjoy your breath. Let your body receive the gifts of the practice, nothing to do. Reminding yourself to let go. And then looking inside yourself, see if there are any little movements that your body would like to make as you start to come out of this relaxation. So I often like to move my head and neck, my shoulders, fingers and hands, toes and feet. Gradually come to sit more upright on your chair. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. And let's chant the sound of Om together, this universal sound, joining our energy and sending out that little bit of extra love and thanks into the world. So take a deep breath in. Om. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me. Come up and you're welcome to unmute yourself. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to ask.